Altheris, what does the physical body actually need in order to achieve optimum energy levels, health and vitality? And how can we maintain these on a consistent basis?
What is important for the consistency, if we can address that particular part of the question first? At a consistent level, what you need to develop is that of a practice, or that of a habit, in terms of the nature of how you are on a day-to-day basis. How you are, for instance, when you get up in the morning, as you move through your day, and how you are when you finish your day. It is important to have consistency in terms of that which is the vibrational aspect, the energetic aspect of the day that you create for yourself. So you create a practice. You begin, we would say, in the morning, where you can spend, depends on how much time that you allow yourself, but if you have a practice in the morning where you have between 5 and 10 minutes a day, where you are not rushing around, where you are, even if it is before you have got out of bed, but where you are able to go within the nature of yourself to understand the vibrational frequency and that which is occurring at the, we would say, collective level of yourself, because you are the collective nature of the experiences that you have had, whether you call it the day before or your week before or the year before, or however long before you are moving into the nature of yourself in that morning, you will notice and feel the vibrational frequency that you are at, whether you are happy, whether you are sad, whether you are depressed, whether you are in bliss. It is important to establish the nature of how you are entering the day. Then what we would say is that you enter the day, but you on a consistent level, because that is what is important, after understanding what you are, not who you are, but what you are, that of a universal energy observing, going through the day, that there is a practice through your day where you step out of the nature of that which is the experience that you are having and simply observe what is occurring. Because when you step out of the experience, then your vibrational frequency rises. And of course, when you step back into the experience, your vibrational frequency decreases again, because it decreases to match the nature of that which is the experience that you have created. And as you move through the day, there we would say should be, or could be, depending on how you are able to find the time, because we understand human beings have very busy schedules in terms of how they live their lives from day to day and from their week to week. But if you can find 5 minutes at various intervals through the day, even if it is just a minute, to step out of that which is the experience, to create that as a habit, to create that as your way of being in the world, in that day, you are raising and lowering your vibrational frequency. But the important thing to understand is that you are doing it consciously. You are not doing it because you are being drawn to it and then being repelled by the experience. You are doing it because you are consciously aware of how you can move your vibrational frequency up and down, how you can bring a different, we would say, view to the experience that you have created. And as you go through your day, that is what is important, to create that consistency. And then at the end of your day, because you are aware of how you were at the beginning of your day, you can then match how you were at the end of your day with 5 minutes before you go to sleep. You can go within, understand that which is the vibrational frequency of the day that you have had, whether you are ending the day lower from a vibrational frequency or higher from a vibrational frequency. And if you are higher, what you then do from a conscious perspective is review the day to understand what aspects of that day have left you at a higher vibrational frequency. So it is really a matter, when you are talking about sustainability, making sure that you are consciously aware of what your day has contained and how it has impacted the nature of your vitality, the nature of your vibrational frequency experience. So that is how you sustain it. Now, in terms of what we would point to, of what you can do, there are a number of different things you can do to raise your vibrational frequency or to keep in a sustained way that which is your optimum vitality. The first, of course, we would say most important, as we have said, is to move yourself on a regular basis out of the experience. to be the observer of the experience, and as we have said, that will raise your vibrational frequency, and you're aware that when you go back into the experience, your vibrational frequency will drop. Once you have come to the understanding of that is one of the ways, the next is to understand what you are putting in your body, because that in itself will lower the vibrational frequency of the physical body if you are eating what are lower vibrational foods. So we would point to you looking at the nature of your diet, looking at what it is you put in your body, because as has been proven by your scientists, you become that which you eat. If you are eating high vibrational foods, then you are creating a high vibrational body. The body itself is very important in terms of the experience that you have within the nature of the life you have created. Because if from, we would say, a conscious perspective, the observer and the ego are proud of the body that you have, and in terms of that which is the fitness that you have, which is another aspect, but in terms of what you eat, that you do not have what you might say is excess fat, that you are having the confidence in the nature of your appearance in the world, then that will add to the confidence that you have as you move out into the world at the beginning of your day. So when you are eating fruit, when you are eating vegetables, when you are eating soups made from fruit and vegetables, and eating what you are calling superfoods that are creating the vitality within the physical body itself, then the physical body then begins to shine. The physical body then begins to emit a different frequency, because that is what the physical body does in order to attract the experience. It emits a frequency and it attracts a like frequency. So if your body is not in a healthy position, then it will attract experiences that are not healthy for the nature of your experience.
So the higher the vibration of the food, the higher the vibration of the body. And some of the lower vibrational foods are those that are more chemically produced, more artificial.
They are the ones that contain what you are saying is the wrong fats. It is those that have not been grown in an organic way, that are containing chemicals or pesticides or herbicides, whatever it is, to create the maximum amount of food in the shortest amount of space that you have on the planet.
With the highest profits.
With the highest profits. What is important is that you understand the relationship between what you put into your body and what the body emits out, because it is the direct impact of the high vibrational foods that will result in the higher vibrational experiences that all human beings desire, because it is those that bring the peace and the happiness and the joy and the bliss.
The body seems to have quite a deal of flexibility. What would be the ratio of these high vibrational foods? I can imagine that some people will want to do that at 100%, but for many people there needs to be balance. Is there an optimum ratio for those people that still want to perhaps indulge in, the foods that are eaten by friends and family?
Well, what we believe in terms of the percentage, again, if we are talking about percentage of food that is taken into the physical body, it's important that there be a ratio of somewhere in the region of 85 to 90%. Of course, you can indulge in those luxuries that are not necessarily of a higher vibrational nature, but we would say at this moment in time, for humanity to change the nature of experience and the individuals within it, that it should be around 80 to 85% high vibrational energetic food to create a high vibrational energetic way of being.
Presumably, as we all eat that way, the demands on our manufacturers will change as well.
That is important, but of course what you also need to understand is the nature of the addiction to that which are the lower vibrational frequency foods. The body itself craves that which it is used to, and so over time, when human beings take on high sugary foods or high fat foods, and in terms of the vibrational frequency that it is left with, it becomes used to that. It becomes used to that experience, even though from a we would say, lower consciousness experience, it desires to be looking healthy, it is still addicted to the nature of that which it takes in, because what it has taken in has become the body itself. So what is important is to understand that the body craves that which it is.
What do you recommend?
Well, we recommend a slow, gradual process. It's not a position where we would say simply stop the diet that you are on and go on to that which is a higher vibrational way of eating, because there will be an impact on the nature of your physical body itself. There will be an impact where the body begins to ache, where the body begins to be in pain, because it is not being given in sufficient quantities that which it is used to receiving. So what we would say is create a transitional process where you lower the percentage of that which are the lower vibrational foods and you eat more of that which are the higher vibrational foods.